All right, hello. We should be live now, everybody. So, my name is Satan, if you don't already know that, and with me is Dutch Punisher, and today we're going to be going through the tournament we're about to host called Blitz Pro League 2018. So, the first thing we're going to go through is the timetable, and here you can see the league will start on August the 20th, which would be a Monday. And it will go through to end on September the 3rd. So this time will be the round robin moment. So basically, this will be when the 8 teams compete in all versus all, and they'll get the opportunity to basically fight each other once. So every team will play every other team once, like has happened on multiple other community tournaments that have been run before. So the point systems that will happen, I'll describe later. Um, and so the winning 4 teams, so the top 4 teams in the round robin moment, will then go on to compete in the semi-finals on Friday, September the 8th. And then, so this will mean first place will play against fourth place, and then second place will play against third place. And the winner of those 2 matches will then end up playing in the finals on Saturday, September the 9th. So
Yes.
through the length of the tournament is roughly a month, taking all of the different stages into account. So the round robin, the semi-finals, and then the finals. We'll be getting on to different things such as prizes later. So now what we're going to cover is we're going to take our 8 teams, which are Win, Legion Eros, Immor, Loka, Elements, Unknown, Legion, and Live. And these 8 teams are going to be randomized in this random generator. And then we're going to enter them into the tournament brackets. So we'll see which games are when. The dates and times for each specific game will be released later to later date, but these will be the games in the order in which they'll happen. Right.
Yeah. I'm actually still here. Hello, everyone.
So now we'll take these 8 teams, we'll copy paste them into our bracket generator, and this will be the brackets. So I'm not going to go through each of these individually, but the first games will be Win versus Immor, Unknown versus Live, Legion versus Loka, Legion Eros versus Elements, and so on. And all of these games will play out in their separate rounds. And basically, the idea is that there'll be 2 games a night. So, for example, this one will be in the first slot, which would be the 7:30 slot, and then this would be the second slot, which would be the 8:30 slot, I believe it is. I might have gotten that wrong, but we'll go over that when we get to the rules slightly later. Okay.
Mhm.
Um. Now I think I promised a bonus code, so I'll type that into chat a little bit later. But keep your eyes out. I will post that in chat. So now we're gonna get on to the maps now. So we've decided to eliminate 8 maps out of the entire pool of 24 Blitz maps, and um, the ones we've eliminated, well, they're the ones you can't see here, but these are the ones we've decided to keep. And the idea the idea of the way the maps are going to work is we're going to have 14 normal maps, and then we're going to have 2 maps, one for each of the 2 weeks of the league tournament. And these 2 special maps will be the tiebreaker maps. And the 2 maps we've decided on for the tie breakers is Canal and Himmelsdorf. There's a test of my spelling. Right, there we go. So these will be our 2 tiebreaker maps, and then if we quickly just take out Canal and Himmels from there, then all of these other ones here will be just the normal maps that will be spread out through the week.
Mhm.
So now we'll quickly get on to the next stage, which is the rules. So we'll quickly finish covering all of the rules in the information slot. Right. So as a bunch of these I've already described. The first one is the format of the tournament. So each of the games in the round robin will be best of 7 matches. So all of the matches, rather than being best of five, which has happened previously in tournaments we've run and other people have run, it's been best of five. So we've decided to go best of seven, as a lot of the clans we've asked and who've competed previously have said that they would prefer a best of seven because they get more opportunity to play maps they enjoy, that sort of thing. As I've already described, top four teams will be moving on. The different timings, they're not important right now. So the league rules, so these include the different pointing systems. So we've decided that a win with no losses, so for example getting in a best of seven game 4-0, would basically you've put more effort in, or you've been more successful than someone who's won 4-3, for example, so you deserve an extra point. So that's why a win with no losses is worth 4 points, whereas a win with losses is worth 3 points. A loss is worth 1 point, and then no show is you get 0 points for that. Hopefully, no one will be everyone will be showing up to their games though. So as I said, best of sevens. First three maps will be pre-selected by our admins, and then tiebreakers, as I previously described, will be Himmelsdorf on week 1, and then Canal on week 2. Okay, so stage 2. So this is the semi-finals. These will be again the four maps that have moved on. Sorry, the four clans that have moved on will compete in this. Maps again will be, well, differently. Sorry, will be chosen individually by the clans before the time of their battle. So they'll get to basically eliminate maps on a turn-by-turn basis until there's what would that be? There'll be four maps left. Sorry, the tiebreaker maps will be chosen by the admins, but there'll be three maps that will be basically chosen by the players. Yeah, there you go. Tiebreakers chosen. And then finally, stage 3 is the finals, and then this is the only best of 9 games during the tournament. So there'll be the playoffs, which will be for third place, and then obviously the finals themselves, which will be for first and second place. Both of those matches will be best of 9. Again, maps chosen in a similar way to stage 2, and tiebreaker is also chosen by admins. And this is an important rule that hasn't been necessarily made clear previously, at least in previous competitions, is that you can play whichever players you want, so long as they have your clan tag in both stages 1 and 2. However, as soon as you get into stage 3, you can only have a maximum of 7 players in your pool, and the final will be on Saturday the 9th. So if people aren't available on Saturday the 9th, then they obviously won't be one of these 7 players, because stage 3 only takes place on Saturday the 9th. So this doesn't cause an issue with or someone's ill or whatever, because they're missing one game anyway. So if that's not clear, you can play whatever players you want so long as they have your clan tag in stages 1 and 2, whereas in stage 3 it's only 7 players. No subbing, nothing like that. And here we go. Here's just some more clarification. So you must have the clan tag of the competing clan. So there's no no feeder tags or whatever. Must be in the correct clan 2 weeks before the start of the tournament. So this will prevent any clan hopping or being able to compete for 2 separate clans during the tournament. And as I've more clarified further here, only one clan during the time of the competition. Battle rules, very standard. Only tier 10, duration 7 minutes, and supremacy. And then there's some more training room rules, and these basically outline the fact that we don't expect you to take longer than 2 minutes in between battles, and we expect you to arrive on time. Apart from that, it's basically the people that we expect to be streaming is myself, Dutch Punisher, me Master Gamer. Leftnut has also posed interest to me about helping to stream at some point. Thomas from Legion will help stream, and I've been talking with Skate a bit about potentially streaming the finals. So all of these things are in the works, and a few of them are not yet confirmed. We may also have a few other streamers, commentators, etc. that will come up later on, basically. Right, so now we're going to move on to a Q&A. Is that right, Dutch? Or is there anything else we need to cover now?
Yep.
So,
well, maybe you can say the penalization just for making it clear.
Yeah. All right, pop out chat. So the penalization works as follows. If you've basically any toxic behavior, so negative comments or just, you know, swearing, whatever, unnecessarily, that will result in constantly doing that will result in a deduction of a point from your clan score. This occurs during the league time, whereas if you're basically if you break these sorts of rules in the semi-finals or finals, we may choose the fifth place clan to take the place of, for example, the second place if they're being abusive. So think even if you've left the league, there's still things that can happen to you afterwards. Admin's word is final, and as I said, consistently breaking rules can get you kicked out of the tournament. And I suppose that leads us on as well, if we're talking about the finals, to the rewards. Currently, the unconfirmed rewards are we're in talks with Wargaming, so ideally we'll be given rewards by Wargaming. If that doesn't happen, we still have 300 euros as a prize pool to be given away to the first, second, and third teams. So that is at worst. The worst thing that can happen is we have 300 euros to give away.
The worst?
The worst thing, exactly. So, apart from that, if anyone has any questions that they want to ask me now in stream or just later on, then now is your best opportunity to do so because I'll be able to reply to them instantly.
Yes.
If you have anything else to say, Dutch, then go for it.
Well, no, sorry, I don't have anything to say. You told everything in a speedy, quick way.
And that is the code for the BT7 with 7 days of Prem. Enjoy. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this tournament. Me and Dutch put a bit of work into it already, but we're going to have lots of different people from the community commentating, and hopefully it should be a really great tournament. We're looking forward to having lots of fun. And the clans we've got competing are all very competitive. They've managed to prove themselves multiple times, and we've got fan favorites such as Legion and Immor competing, and old names like Loka, Elements, and some I suppose newish names. So Win is a newer clan, so is Liv, and so is also Unknown to an extent. So we're looking forward to seeing how all these teams perform against each other. Yeah. And if are there any questions to be asked? Where is Raid? I don't know. That's a great question. Raid's currently a little bit AFK, I think, at least in the Clan Wars scene. We sent out announcements and stuff, and we didn't receive any interest from them. So apart from that, if there's no other questions, or if you have a question for me later, please feel free to contact me on Discord. And I think we will see you later. Right, bye bye.